Hey there, I am Amanda, also known as Ketoginja. I've lost over 100 pounds on keto, and this vlog is basically about me trying to maintain that weight loss. I say trying because it's been rough the past couple of months. I definitely have given myself way too much leverage in the keto convenience foods and too many cheat days and you name it. I've been kind of struggling with it. Currently on a great path because I'm sticking to the program. The scale is moving down. I am feeling really good. A lot of my symptoms from when I was kind of going off the rails a few weeks ago have started to subside. I am still having allergy issues because we live in Florida and it is, you call it the Sunshine State, but actually it is the pollen capital of the US. I'm congested, the kids are congested. I think even Dan actually is having like allergy issues right now, which he never does. So that's what we've got going on. Before I forget and before I dive into the vlog, I want to let you guys know today starts the Perfect Keto President's Day sale. It's going to be going on for 3 days and basically you get 20% off of absolutely everything. So if you need to stock up on some of your favorites, now is the best time to do it. Let me tell you what I'm loving right now from them. One thing I don't have an example of because I just drank the last one, they have an instant coffee powder that I absolutely love. The French vanilla is my favorite. Comes in a little pack and you have like these little tiny packets that you just add to boiling hot water, blend up, and it's instant bulletproof coffee. I love that for on the go. One of my other favorite new products that they just launched, it's a new bar flavor, and you either love the bars or you don't. So if you are into their bars, the birthday cake flavor is freaking delicious. If you don't like their other bars, you will not like it. These are definitely like either you love them or you hate them is what I'm figuring out. I love them. The birthday cake is my new favorite. It's definitely, I've mowed through half the box already and I just got it a couple weeks ago. So that's how you know that I really like something, if I eat more than one. Then I also really like this. It's an MCT oil powder in a chocolate flavor. This is also really great to make little sample bags of and throw in your purse or throw in your bag, so you have MCT oil on the go. It can be added to any beverage really, but I prefer it in a hot beverage. So if you're making bulletproof coffee at home and you're adding MCT oil to it, you can add this and it's a powder and I love that. So I'll leave a link to the Perfect Keto sale down below. If you need to stock up on some goodies, go ahead and do it. Today I want to talk about alternatives, kind of craving this, eat that. Because that's what I'm having to do for myself mentally right now. I'm still having some sugar cravings and some bad food cravings that are being triggered by stress in my life and just kind of lack of time. Not having time to really prep and plan food the way that I normally do is a huge trigger for me. So what happens is I start craving certain foods and I need to find keto alternatives to them. So this is gonna be a quick little chitty chat, eat this instead of that kind of situation. Okay, to start on the whole eat this instead of that situation, let's talk about snacks. A question that I get really often is what can I replace for chips? There are a lot of people that are missing chips and they're missing that crunch on their keto diet. So I like to do the Quest tortilla chips when I'm really craving chips. Like let's say that I was really hangry for Doritos or something that had a ton of flavor and was going to be crispy and crunchy. These are my go-to. You can get them at GNC, but you can also order them online. So when I'm having an intense chip craving, these always fit the bill. If I'm just feeling like something crunchy and snacky, these are my favorite. These are sunflower kernels. They are salted. A quarter cup is around 3 net carbs, so it's easy to let that number kind of get away from you. I will measure these out. I will literally take my little quarter cup measuring cup, throw them in a bag, eat only like 2 at a time, not these whopping handfuls, and just having those little pieces to mindlessly crunch has been really, really good for me to avoid eating giant amounts of foods that I shouldn't be eating. So I I love sunflower kernels. A lot of seeds could fit the bill there. Also, nuts are really great, but again, you have to portion them out. So if you're craving chips, instead of chips, eat some nuts or some seeds, or go for something like the Quest tortilla chips in a flavor. And even if it's not the cleanest product out there, it's way better than diving into a bag of Ruffles. So that's what I do for chips. Another craving that I get really regularly is like deli meat style sandwiches. I definitely miss eating subs and sandwiches. It was always such a quick dinner for our family. So the way that I handle that is with lettuce wraps. I always have iceberg lettuce in the fridge, and I love to basically make a sub, but with lettuce as the bread. It's super filling to me. It makes a big hefty wrap roll up, so I feel like I'm eating a large meal, like if I were to be eating a sub or a sandwich, and it just always hits the spot for me. I always do a little bit of oil and vinegar, so it really tastes like having like a sub sandwich. Where do you call subs where you're from? Like hoagies, subs? I know in New England they say grinder. Always makes me think of my grandma. So grinda, whatever you call it. For sandwiches, a lettuce wrap is going to be your best friend because you can pile in so much stuff and it's going to hold it together really, really well. Going in reverse a little bit, let's go back to breakfast. If you are craving pancakes, this is something that I miss tremendously, is pancakes and waffles. We have tried absolutely every pancake mix on the planet, and to be completely and brutally honest, apologize to all other companies, but High Key Snacks, they make the best keto-friendly pancake mix on the planet. This one actually tastes like regular pancakes. We like to do the little silver dollar sized ones because it helps me keep my portions under control. The regular flavor is only 2 net carbs per serving, which is 3 4-inch pancakes. That is a really good amount of pancakes for only 2 net carbs. And then the chocolate one is 3 net carbs per serving. And again, it's 3 4-inch pancakes. That's a really, really good size and a good amount of food. I love to do pancakes when I am intermittent fasting, because if I go a big stretch of time without eating, I want something really filling and really fulfilling, and pancakes really hit the spot for me. I do a sugar-free syrup usually with them. I like the Lakanto one. Birch Benders also does a pancake mix. It's good if that's all you can find and you don't want to order something else. I think they do have the Birch Benders in like Walmart and Target. They're good, they're not great. I also want to talk about pasta alternatives. So instead of eating pasta, we do veggie noodles. You can make your own out of zucchini, but there's a lot of beautiful, beautiful companies that have started making pasta alternatives. This one is Palmini. This one is Natural Heaven. They are both made out of artichoke hearts, and these are absolutely delicious. I find both of these at my local mom and pop health food store, but you can also order both of them online. These are incredible. The only trick to them is you have to rinse them really, really well and strain them before you eat them. I find that if you don't rinse them really well, they always have a bit of like a veggie aftertaste. It's not bad. It's just if you want it to taste as close to pasta as possible, you need to really rinse it. So instead of pasta, veggie noodles. Zucchini's cheaper though. Like if you want to go through the route of like spiralizing your own and saving a little bit of bread and not buying something that's packaged, zucchini noodles are such a treasure. Okay, let's say a trigger word, candy bar. When I am craving a candy bar, what I eat is definitely dirty keto. Does not have great ingredients, has sweeteners in it that are not ideal, but definitely better than rolling through the grocery checkout and picking up a king-size Snickers. We call these fart bars. I'll tell you why in a minute, if you can't already guess. They're the Aldi brand low-carb candy bars. 2 net carbs a piece. Again, if you are someone who is serious about keto-friendly ingredients, this will not be for you. In a pinch, instead of eating a giant candy bar, these are amazing. They have a ton of different flavors. They're all around 2 to 3 net carbs a piece, and they taste delicious. Now, the reason we call them fart bars is because whatever the ingredients are that are in them for artificial sweetener can cause tummy distress. I won't say that it'll make you poop your pants, but you're gonna root-a-toot-toot it. You are going to fart your brains out. That's just what they do. But instead of a candy bar, they'll definitely get the job done. Yes, there are cleaner options. Yes, you can make something from scratch yourself. I already know what the comments are gonna say about these convenience foods, but when you are first starting keto or you are trying to get back on track, sometimes you need something that is really convenient and really easy that's going to take a lot of the guesswork out of it for you. So fart bars are clutch and we love them. Dan really loves these. And honestly, he's so farty anyway, like we don't really notice a difference with him. Okay, for the last little segment of Eat This Instead of That, I want to talk about food genres that you may be craving and kind of give you some ideas for meals that go with that style of food. So if you're craving Chinese food or like an Asian stir fry, egg roll in a bowl is our go-to. There's a million different ways that you can customize it to your own flavor profile. You can use beef, you can use ground chicken, you can use sausage, you can make it spicy, you can make it mild. There's just so many different ways to do it. All of the recipes that I'm mentioning, I will go ahead and link up above or down below, somewhere where you can find them. If you are craving pizza, Fathead pizza is my absolute favorite alternative to regular pizza. It is the most delicious. It's also a little bit labor intensive. So if you're someone who doesn't want to make your own fathead dough from scratch, I also love doing a skillet pizza, which basically means that I grease a super hot frying pan. I take some mozzarella that's shredded and some pepperoni and I cook it in the pan until it is nice and crusty and foldable. I add a little bit of marinara and that is a really quick and easy 5-minute pizza alternative. Speaking of Italian food, if you were craving something like a lasagna or a stuffed shell or a manicotti, my Italian sausage bake recipe cures the need for all of those foods. It has cauliflower rice, it has sausage, it has marinara, it has ricotta cheese. It is delicious. If you haven't made it yet, it is in my Fat Kid Keto ebook, but I will also link the video to how to make that up above. That's one of our most favorite dishes and our most requested. Now, we're gonna end there, but what I will tell you, and this is actually the best Dan tip you will ever get, is that if you are craving a bunch of terrible, rotten food and you need something that's just going to be super fulfilling, eat steak. Eat steak. Dan's answer to everything is eat steak. If he is craving something that he's not supposed to eat, a big, giant ribeye does the trick. That's always an amazing, amazing meal. So basically, if you are craving anything, put some cooked steak in your gullet and you will feel 900 times better. It's a Dan tip. Don't forget to go pick up your perfect keto goodies and reap the rewards of the sale over the next couple of days. 20% off goes really far. The more you buy, the more you save. If you haven't picked up our ebook yet, Fat Kid Keto, I will also leave the link to that down below. Thank you as always for supporting us the way that you guys do. We absolutely love you and could not do any of this without you. I hope that you're having an absolutely amazing start to your week. Thank you, as always, for being here with us. This week, you guys should be looking forward to some meal prep and some meal planning. I am going to live my best keto life this week. I'm gonna get all of my food demons under control and taking you guys along for the ride, because what am I if not transparent? I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you really soon.